Alright, so we've got another small battle in store. We've got 4 of our battleships, our baby battleships, against a big British battleship, a light cruiser, and a bunch of small ships. So this will be interesting. This will all come down to how much fuel I have, if I can keep ahead of them. So, because if they swarm me, I'm in trouble. So we've got pretty good fuel. So we're good on fuel, and it looks like I've got enough ammo. So I think we're going to be alright. And the enemy ships are straight ahead. Now the downside is I only have 4 battleships. And they're not very big battleships, and we could easily get swarmed by the enemy destroyers, and then I would be in a lot of trouble. So the plan is we're going to go in, and as soon as we make contact with the enemy, we're going to run away and try and lure their destroyers away from their battleship support. In fact, we're going to start turning from now. There we go. Because we're going to do basically a fighting withdrawal. Now let's see what this guy has. Now this battleship here is a Royal Sovereign. He's low on fuel, which is really good. He's got a lot of wing turrets, so he's got 12-inch main guns and 9.6-inch secondaries. This can't possibly be a real design. That's kind of a weird design. It's all sort of all over the place. The torpedoes are not very good. Only 18 knots. He's got great armor, though. That's a lot of armor.
And that would cause a problem.
Yeah, the bulkheads are okay. So the plan is we are going to try to avoid him and see if we can engage those destroyers. Now, we are faster. So hopefully we can get good chances to hit. So at this range, we got 2% to hit. He's got not really much of anything. I don't know if he can see us. So maybe we'll... Oh, we destroyed a main gun. Got his front 12-inch gun. So maybe what we'll do is we'll kind of hang out here. We're at 15 kilometers. And we're just going to pelt him from a distance where he can't see us. We're just going to kite him around. And then when the destroyers come, we're going to leave. Because these guys have picric acid, so we're good at setting fires, but we don't do a lot of penetration damage. Now he's still heading towards us, kind of. Alright, now he's starting to shoot back finally. 1% to hit. But I've got 6% to hit. So he's going to have some trouble with us. And we took out his front gun. And he's already on a lot of fire. Look at that. We've done a lot of damage to him, actually. Alright. He's trying to turn. So we could probably win this fight. And it doesn't look like his destroyers are trying to come up on us. We lost sight of him. Oh, there he is again. We'll have to re-aim and reacquire the target. We know he's got the destroyers behind him. Now ooh. That's a we hit his torpedo. This is why I don't like torpedoes on ships. They're very explodey when you hit them. Oh, we got another torpedo. He is in a lot of trouble, actually. I was not expecting to take him down this easy. That fire is really wrecking through his structure. He hasn't lost a lot of guys yet. But, no, please continue shooting at the battleship. I don't want you to have to re-aim. Now, at some point, these small ships are going to come. We're going to have to... Alright, so now it's game on. We've got to go... Oh, they're on low fuel also. These guys, if they're on low fuel... Because they just traveled all the way around... They're still going about as fast as we are. So if they're on low fuel, we have to take them out while we have the opportunity. We're just going to go pound into them. Because these guys are a threat, because even if they're on low fuel and they're only going 20 knots, they could presumably catch up to us. They can spot. They can torpedo us if they get close. What are their torpedo ranges? Their torpedo ranges are 1 kilometer, so not very good. So, these guys are kind of going to get wrecked. Yeah, this is why I like to fuel up my ships and make sure there's no problem, because when you're low on fuel, you can get owned by a less powerful force. Let's fire the secondaries at this guy and try and get some splash damage in. Oh, we already got him. Can we fire on... So that smoke's going to cause me a little bit of trouble. We did hit the torpedo boat. Now, fortunately, these 2.9s are doing pretty good, because these destroyers are not super tough. I mean, if I look at them, they've got few bulkheads, which is why they're blown up so easy. They've got, you know, relatively good armor for a destroyer, but that few bulkheads are super important on your builds for making. They're more important than armor, I think.
That's why destroyers are called tin cans for a reason.
Well, yeah, but I build my destroyers with maximum bulkhead. I build all my ships with maximum bulkheads, though.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, these things are super squishy. But the reason my ships are armed with picric acid and semi-armor piercing shells is because it makes them really good at taking out these little destroyers. Now, I'm not going to go for those middle ships. I kind of want to, but I didn't quite get them in time. There we go. I want you to go for that cluster of ships right there, please. Yeah, so once we tear up these guys, which we should be able to, they're not gonna last long once they get hit. They're just, with a few bulkheads, they're just getting annihilated. Now this light cruiser might be a little bit better off. He's got maximum bulkheads, which is good. He's got really good armor. So he's gonna be sort of a problem. Granted, these 10-inch armor, semi-armor piercing shells are gonna get him. Yeah, he's already in a lot of trouble. Look at that. Yeah, this picric acid is so effective against small ships. And I'm a lot more worried about small ships than I am against large ships. I know everybody's always like, oh, Bob, build these big super battleships to go and slaughter big things, but you don't run into a lot of big things. You know, most of what you're fighting are light cruisers and destroyers.
That's because you can spam a lot of them.
Oh yeah, no, they're super cheap and easy to make, and so. And, you know, I have a lot of battleships because I use kind of a cheesy tactic to build a lot of battleships early on with my starting funds. Well, it's not cheesy. I mean, there's downsides to it, too. The downside is I have a lot of battleships and they're expensive once I finish refitting them. And they're relatively small. But no, this is why I tend to build my ships for taking out the small enemy ships, because once you take out the enemy escorts, taking down a lone battleship is not that difficult. Alright, let's go get this guy. Oh, he's been burning. Look at that. He's down to 20%, and I haven't even been shooting at him for like 10 minutes or so. His ass is just on fire, and he's been burning. Oh man, this guy's he's down to 17%. Just all that fire that I lit him up with earlier, that's just been doing its job. Because I haven't shot at him for like 8-10 minutes.
That's why Pablo was Bob.
Hey JP. Oh yeah, no, that guy got wrecked from the fire. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Alright, let's go wrap up this video. Hope everybody enjoyed it. And I'll go post this up on YouTube later as a little sub video.